up, guys? Super K Sharpening, and how about some dessert? We got the Victorinox, the dessert, I guess SD Classic is what this one's called. And check this out. Ooh, gotcha. Yep, that's the new tattoo by Anomaly Lifestyle Art and Tattoo in Dallas. That's one of them that I was talking about. Pretty hilarious tattoo, but I'd like to say I just got all of y'all with that. The circle game tattoo, absolutely hysterical. But anyway, now that that's out of the way, we are going to sharpen this little guy. I've already got it dialed up here on my KME. This is the penknife jaws. That's a separate addition to the system. I think they're relatively inexpensive, like 30 bucks or something. Really cool little attachment piece. I use those a lot. Not even just for these small knives. I've actually used them for just, I guess, funky shaped knives or just thinner knives that aren't this small. But these are called the penknife jaws. Pretty fantastic little addition there. But we're gonna get this little Victorinox sharp. I've already, like I said, and repeating myself, I've already got it dialed in. So let's jump right in there. I never had the opportunity to get the Boker Dessert Warrior at Blade HQ. I missed that one. I did snag one of these. This one's not mine, but I do have one as well. I keep it on my keys, and it just kind of makes me chuckle every time I see it. Way cool little knife. I wish they would do funky designs like that on more knives. I think they're a lot of fun. So we got a nice little burr for the length of the blade. Give it a little flip. And then this is the opposing side. This is what I was talking about. So Blade HQ. This is the other side of the donut, which is what they designed it after. This is supposed to be, like I said, sprinkle donut. I'm not really sure. And we have a burr for the length of the blade. I found that this one, not because of the fault of the knife or the fault of the KME, it's hard to get painter's tape on a little tiny knife here. It's starting to angle just a little bit. Not bad, nothing that's going to affect it in my eyes in terms of sharpening or sharpness, but it is starting to shift just a little bit. Not an issue though. Anyway, I'm happy with that. We're going to swap over to the 300 grit stone. I had the 140 loaded on here, and we're going to swap it over. That's some of the other art that Rodney did in Anomaly Lifestyle Art and Tattoo in Dallas. He did all my arm here. But I just grabbed my Wicked Edge Allen key here. I found that it works with the KME as well in terms of loosening I guess that's called the wing nut, which makes stone changes pretty cool. I like to sometimes use that to tighten the stone in the stone carrier down, because sometimes I found this gets a little loose. Just a little touch on that, and it's perfect. And I know I didn't remove the burr by flipping it and repeating it with the 140. I'm just going to take it with the 300. I'll take it off. And we've got a burr for the full length. For this one, I will take the burr off with the 300 grit, because once we start getting into the finer grit stones, it's more of a finishing stone. So that was 10 strokes. We'll do 10 strokes with this side. Super duper light pressure, as always. And then from there, we're going to switch to the 600 grit stones. Cool thing about sharpening these is it's so fast. And these things, you'd be surprised. I don't know what steel, off the top of my head, this says. This says stainless on there. I don't know what type of steel it is. It doesn't say anything on that side. But these things get pretty dang sharp. And for a little keychain knife, I mean, you're opening a letter or opening those darn clamshells that come on packages every once in a while. These things will make pretty good work of that. Wipe off my blade here. As you can probably not see. Oh, maybe you can. There's no more Sharpie on there. We got a pretty good burr on this side, so I'm actually going to take it off. My rack fell. Hold on 1 second, guys. That's feeling nice. So we're going to go to the 1500, and I think I'm going to use my strops. I have those loaded with the emulsion that I use for my Wicked Edge. So I'll kind of rattle off those numbers as soon as we get to that point. But we're going to go ahead and pop on this 1500 grit stone here. Finish this guy up with the stones, and then we'll move on to the strops. Stropping this knife, depending on how you use it, is, I don't want to say it's unnecessary, because I love to strop my knives because it always takes off any sort of burr that you may have or may have forgotten during sharpening. But this thing already, I mean, that 600 grit is very sharp, especially for a tiny knife like this. Right. So from here, let's play with some strops. See how they do. And that's, to me, it's kind of funny getting this knife really sharp. It's cool because when I was first getting into sharpening, this was always something that I was never able to sharpen. I was never able to sharpen these little pen knives. And when I got the KME, I found out about these penknife jaws. I was like, man, this is a game changer. It's so cool to be able to sharpen these tiny knives. And it's completely changed all the things that I can sharpen. So hats off to KME. Way cool on this adapter. So this one I have labeled number 1. I got 1 in my hand, 2 and 3 over here on the table. Number 1 for me is 0.25 microns. Now I don't have my my other strops that I normally use for my KME out in front of me, so I don't know what that translates to, and I didn't bring my emulsion with me, but it's going to be sharp. That's what it translates to. So I'm going to kind of pull the blade out some just to get it past these jaws. That's got a good edge. I'm not going to do too much on the strops. We're just getting this thing to where it's nice. I'm going to go ahead and move on to number 2. Like I said, these I personally numbered. So this one's the 0.25 micron. Number 2 for me is 0.125 microns. And like I said, I don't remember what all that is off the top of my head. I used to have a card that has them all the micron list on there, but I don't have that in front of me. Alrighty. So for 3, this is the big one. This is 0.025 microns. It's just absolute overkill in terms of a strop, but I like it. Probably only going to do 2 or 3 strokes per side with that, and then we'll be good to go, because that has a pretty fantastic edge on there. And with this drop, I basically just set it on there and let it slide off on its own. There you have it, guys. That's one sharp knife. So let's get that out of the clamp here. Ooh, yeah. That's fantastic. So this is the Victorinox SD Desert Warrior Blade HQ exclusive. Awesome knife, and I'm excited to send this one back out to the customer that sent it to me. I think they're going to be very pleased. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. If you want to check out any of my work, go to Instagram and check out Super K Sharpening. Also, big shout out to Rodney Carrera at Anomaly Lifestyle Art and Tattoo in the Dallas Plano area. He did all the work on me in terms of my elbow and the Spyderco that I have on my arm. He's done that Spyderco, and then he's done the CRKT on the underside, which I'm probably not going to be able to show you all because I can't twist my arm that way. Anyway, he did all the work, including the one on my leg. That's awesome. It just makes me giggle every time. So big shout out to Rodney Carrera at Anomaly Lifestyle Art and Tattoo. I'm sorry, I keep saying Lifestyle Art and Tattoo. It's Anomaly Lifestyle Art and Tattoo. Big shout out to them. Fantastic artist, a lot of fun to talk to during the sessions. But he did all the work for me. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. As always, stay safe, stay sharp. See you next time.